thinking of starting a Notion. I'm telling myself that I can't finish this book until I finish this book, which is slowly killing me. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you are all here. I wanted to do a little like reset video, kind of like a refresh, because I just feel like I need to refresh my whole life. I came back from Mexico a week ago now, and it's like my second week of being back. I started my period when I came back, so it was a bit like I'm actually still on my period. I didn't start my period, okay, I'm really just talking about my period right now, but was like leading up to my period, so I was kind of like very lethargic and just kind of like not in the mood to do anything when I came back. So I kind of waited till this week to kind of just restart my life. It's also September, and I feel like for a lot of people September is like a month where we just feel like we need to readjust, reflect on the kind of goals that we've set. This is me, I don't know, maybe I'm just speaking for myself, but like thinking about the goals that I've already set from the beginning of the year and other goals and stuff, and just how I've kind of like let myself go on certain habits and etc, and just kind of getting back into that routine of life, especially after coming back from holiday as well. And yeah, I just feel like I need a good reset, a good restart, a refresh I should say, on my life right now. So I thought I could bring you guys along with this little journey, because I love watching videos like this. One way I've really been trying to kind of reset my life is finding some new inspiration. So I've been trying to look for some new YouTubers to watch, because I feel like I've just kind of had the same subscriber list for quite a while now, and I just need some newness in there. And it's the annoying thing with YouTube right now is that it's so hard to find new people. The YouTube suggestions page is literally just people already on your subscriber list, and it's like, I don't want to be suggested people I already subscribe to. I want new people, particularly because I'm in this kind of refresh mood, this newness. I've been drawn to, like, how would you say it, I guess YouTubers who also are doing those type of things. So I've definitely got back into Sophia Chang, which I've been subscribed to her for ages, but I kind of pop in her videos like here and there. But I always forget every time I stop kind of watching her, is that her vibe is just, her videos just every time they just hit a special spot. Like the editing is just always on point. So I'm definitely going to try and get back into her. Another one is Adeline. My god, I can't say it. Adeline. Her like vlogging channel, Adeline's Camera Roll. I'm sure you guys know she's quite a big one. And again, I kind of pop in and out of her videos as well, her channel as well. But I just love her energy. Like, it's just so energizing and uplifting.
Taking a picture for her Facebook profile picture. Everybody, this is big pictures right now. She's a natural. Yeah.
And she's always kind of doing something fun in a way, or she just has this really positive, uplifting energy. So definitely subscribe to her, and yeah, I need some of that energy in my life. So I'm subscribed to her. And another one who I've found recently is basically Reese. Yeah, sorry, I have a habit of saying words exactly as I see them. So her name is Reese. Very easy name. Shouldn't have butchered it, but I did. I apologize. I want to say her name is, or her YouTube name is, and yeah, she's kind of got that chilled vibe going on. a lot of her videos are kind of just like of her in her home doing her own stuff, which is kind of like my content as well, so I feel very connected to that. And I just love, you know, when you're on YouTube and when you do like a creative, anything creative to be honest, you just kind of need to refresh, you need to get inspired. Oh, another one is Ava Jules as well, her channel. She has like kind of that positive vibe as well, and also her, just her life living in Hawaii. It's just very refreshing.
I just left from hanging out with Jordan and I decided I don't want to go home yet because it's still rush hour, so I think I'm just gonna hang out. I switched beaches.
I'm finding I like watching people who have lives that are very different from mine, but those are kind of like the newish YouTubers that I've fallen back into, or I've been watching recently, just to kind of help re-inspire me. Maybe you guys will be interested in some of their content as well. I don't know, I thought I'd share that with you. Anyway, what I'm about to do now is paint my nails, because my nails are looking pretty long. They're quite, I feel like they're quite strong, but they're a lot stronger when I've got gel on them. But yeah, my nails are, look how long my pinky finger is. When I was younger, I used to bite my nails. Like, they would never have grown this long, but I think I actually bite my nails. The only time I bite my nails is when I'm feeling anxious now. So I know if my nails start getting shorter, it's because I'm feeling anxious. Anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna go for a yellow color, because I meant to do yellow all summer and I never did it. So before summer is completely over, yeah, but I've shown you guys me doing my nails like a million times already, so I'm not gonna do that in this video. I'm gonna do it off camera, and then I will come back in when we are resetting this live. I'm just going to show a couple days this week. It is Tuesday today, so we aren't starting at the beginning of the week, but that is completely fine. We can restart any day of the week that we want, period. So I'll check back in with you guys a little bit later on.
Talk to a girl, I'll share my world with you. You can waste your time, waste your time with me. I mean, honestly, open your eyes and see if you can give anyone you need. Waste your time with me. You could have all the space.
Getting back into my little reset week. I want to get back into journaling, which I've journaled more than I have done in the past this year, but I want to kind of complete this book by the end of the year, to be honest. I want it to be like a year-long book. How would you say it? I want it to be a book for 2022, if that makes sense, or at least up to my birthday maybe, which is in February. So I want to get back into journaling, and I also want to make it a bit more fun, like maybe do some sketches and stuff, because I've kind of been on Pinterest lately and I've really been enjoying looking at like people's sketchbooks, and I just kind of want to get back into my arty side. Like I did art all throughout, well, I did art GCSE, A-level, and then A-level kind of just wrecked me. Like after A-level, my creativity and my passion for art just went out of the window. It was sucked out of me. I literally still have nightmares about my time in that school doing A-level art, but apart from that, apart from my trauma, I want to get back into painting, which is something that I just love to do, and it's just such a nice like meditative thing as well, and I want to get back into just drawing, just to draw, like no purpose, no kind of like you have to do this because you need to get a grade or anything like that. I just want to do it to do it. So yeah, I want to make my journal a little bit more fun and get back into journaling. It does take longer, but I think it was nicer to look back on. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do a bit of journaling, and then I don't know what I'm going to get up to next, to be honest. This video doesn't really have a structure, if I'm being honest with you. It's kind of just, it is going to be what it's going to be at this point in time. But yeah, I'm going to get into do some journaling right now.
Got any appointments available until January? Are you okay to wait until then?
Yeah, that's fine.
I've updated it. Was that okay?
Yeah, that's
yours.
great.
Rather than bringing it in.
So I am finished doodling in my journal. I've just looked at the time. It's actually like 4 p.m. I don't even know what time I started doing this, but clearly I got very sucked in. I mean, I took a mini break because I had to do some stuff. I called the dentist. They ain't got appointments till January, but it's fine. I just did like a little it's so funny because my journal up till now has been so plain. Like, it's literally just been me writing words. So I thought I'd just do like some colors in there, dip my toes in some doodling, put a little leaf on one page to symbolize the autumn weather, autumn season brewing. Yeah, so I just did like a little page of autumn weather, spoke about me feeling re-inspired recently and just feeling more motivated. And then I wanted to write a little bit about Mexico. I keep mentioning Mexico in this video, but the video is coming soon. I haven't even started editing it, but I keep saying it's coming soon, so that it does come soon. But yeah, I wanted to write a bit about Mexico, just like if I'm ever looking back on this journal, I ran like my random 2022 journal when I'm like 60 years old, then I will remember that I went to Mexico. I mean, 60 is really not that old, but it's a big difference from 24. So at least I will have that memory jogged somehow, I think. I just like to have like memory places of stuff. I don't know if anyone else is like that. But and then I drew like a little sunset scene with some palm trees, and I think it just looks fun. It's really rough. It's just like, which I think is better in a way because it just doesn't need to be so structured. Yeah, like I said, it's like 4 p.m. so I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I've been meaning to do my get back into my manifestation journaling, and I want to set some goals for like the last quarter of the year. So from September to December, just want to reset some goals and reaffirm some old goals that I've had. I don't know why I keep playing with my hair, I'm sorry. And reaffirm some old goals that I've had. I might read a little bit because I really need to finish this book. I need to finish this book because I've been reading it for about half a year now, and I loved the first chapter. Obviously it's a academic book, but so it's not like it's supposed to be particularly gripping or anything. But I was like proper in it for the first chapter, and then it might have been the first 2 chapters actually. Yeah, I think so. And then it got to like the chapter on imperialization or patriarchy, and I just kind of fell off. Like I was just getting a bit bored. And now we're on chapter 4, racism and feminism. Again, I'm just a bit bored of it, and so I'm nearly there. I've got 1 more chapter left, and I've got to finish the rest of chapter 4. I've got about that much left of it, and I'm telling myself I can't finish my other book, which I've really been enjoying, which I took away with me, The Midnight Library. You've probably heard of this before. A very popular book. Actually, I don't know when this was popular, but as you see, bestseller. Yeah, I really love the book. I love the writing in it. I think it's the first book in a long time, as I've been trying to get back into reading, where I've genuinely enjoyed the writing of the author. Like I can feel the humor, and I feel like I understand the character and everything like that. Like it's just a good book basically. So yeah, but it is a very small book. It's a small book compared to what I've been reading. I've read in the past, like probably, to be fair, I've only read like 2 books this year. So compared to the last 2 books I've read this year, it is a lot on the smaller side, which I kind of like as well, because not everything needs to be like 300. Wait, how many pages are in there? Almost 300. But yeah, not everything needs to be like 300 plus pages long to enjoy it and to tell a full story. And yeah, I like the character in here because she's into like philosophy and stuff, and that's kind of the stuff that I'm into as well. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm telling myself I can't finish this book, which they've got about this much left. I literally didn't really read on holiday because I just didn't really have the time in a way, which was weird. I don't know where time just went when I was away, but it just wasn't where it needed to be. So I literally read the majority of this waiting for the transport to go home at the airport, both airports on both sides. So I sped through this book. I was enjoying it so much. So yeah, I'm telling myself that I can't finish this book until I finish this book, which is slowly killing me, but I'm gonna do it. We're nearly there. I read most of it, and I'm gonna get through this. 2 pages a day, and it will be done. That's what I'm telling myself anyway.
Hey. Yep.
Right guys, it is a little bit later now. I am kind of getting ready to like finish up for today because I feel tired. Not that I've done much. Yeah, I'll just show you what I've been getting up to, and then I think I'm going to upload the stuff that I need to upload onto my hard drive, which is the Mexico vlog stuff. And I need to just get it off my SD card so that I can start filming other stuff and start planning my other videos that I want to do. I think I'm gonna film tomorrow as well, and I'll probably end this video tomorrow. I don't know. That's the plan anyway. Maybe tomorrow or on Sunday. I might end it on Sunday, because I'm thinking of starting a Notion. Oh my god, Is it time? I think it's time that I start a Notion. It was like back when I was first getting into Google Calendar, I saw Notions come up. I was like, that looks too complicated for me, hun. I'm just getting into this planning, scheduling life. Like, let me just stay very simple. But I think Notion, I've just seen a couple of videos and I watched some today. I think Notion will be better for me just because I have so many ideas and I'm always writing them down like everywhere. Like I'll send a text to myself from my phone so that it will go onto my laptop or my iPad, and sometimes it won't transfer properly. Or like I have so many notes on my laptop and stuff like that, like just random ideas and notes. And I think with Notion you can kind of like keep your notes compartmentalized and then execute them better than your ideas even, than if you were just to like have it everywhere. So I might try Notion, and if I do, then we'll film that on Sunday, me maybe setting up my Notion. I'm so excited. I love this shit. I'm not excited for it to suddenly get darker. Like I literally have my lamp on right now and it's 6 p.m. It's getting dark, guys. I don't know if I can handle this. I don't know if I can handle this life anymore. I both love autumn, but I love a long like day, a long bright day. I don't want it to get dark. I can't do winter. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. Anyway, let me just show you what I did. Right, so a little bit manifestation. I showed you this a million times. I still love what it says. A little book of big ideas, which it literally is. Anyway, so I focused on this page here, which is manifestation tips page. I actually did a post on the K-Living community Instagram, and we now have a Pinterest page as well. I've kind of made a Pinterest for both my accounts, so the Pinterest name, let me see, it's just the same, I think. Yeah, my Pinterest name is the same as like all my other platforms, Kiki Living, capital K, capital L, and 2 I's, Kiki, like Kiki, and then another I, and then Living. That's just like my standard Instagram post, just because I don't like Instagram anymore. So if you guys are like me and you just are so over Instagram and their stupidity in how they're like doing the algorithm and just stuff like that, and you're a Pinterest girl like me, because I love Pinterest. I'm on Pinterest every single day. I don't think there's a day where I haven't been on Pinterest. Anyway, yeah, if you're a Pinterest girl like me, then you can follow my Pinterest. I have like my quotes on there. I only have a few of my personal boards like viewable. So I have my makeup board viewable, my general like just pictures and quotes and hairstyles. So if you're into that stuff, you can follow the K-Living Pinterest page. And if you're into more of like the K-Living community stuff, which are like posts about, like I was trying to say, is that I did a post on things to add to your manifestation your manifestation book even, or journal. So posts like that are on the K-Living, let me just double check what it's called. So K-Living community, all capital letters. I don't know if capitals matters on Pinterest as such, but yeah, I just made that recently, so you can either follow that one instead of Instagram, even though on Instagram I do post additional content. Like I post real content on there, and I post like mini picker cards and stuff like that on there as well. So if you're interested in that stuff, then do follow the Instagram page. But if you're just really over Instagram but you still want to receive like the content and stuff like that, then follow the Pinterest page, or follow both, you know, so you don't miss it, because Instagram's been weird anyway. So yeah, aside from all of that stuff, I was showing you what I wrote in this, what I did today basically. So manifestation, I worked on this tip page where I'm just focusing on like ways that are best for me to manifest personally, things that actually will work for me, rather than just taking in every single manifestation technique that is out there, which there is a lot, and they're not all going to work for you. I'm actually going to do a video on that, so whenever that gets done, that gets done. But yeah, I just kind of added like non-specific because that's the type of manifestor I am. I kind of made them look like little notepads, but I haven't finished it yet because I kind of was getting tired, and I want to enjoy like the doodling part of it and the creative part of it. So it's looking a bit shit right now, can't lie. It's looking very, very rubbish right now. And then the only second thing I did was my dream job, a little page here, because previously, like I said, the whole point of my tip page is to remind me that there is a certain type of way that I need to manifest to make it work for me. Yeah, so even though I'm going to keep everything in this book the same way, because I like stuff like this just to kind of even look back on and like what I wanted when I was 24. What was I craving? What did I strive for at this age? And then when I'm like 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and maybe I have reached some of these goals, I can be like, wow, this is what I wanted back then. This is how life was going back then. I'm such like a, I don't know, like a, I think about that time in my life when I'm reflecting back to this time in my life. So yeah, that's kind of what I did today, to be honest, in terms of this book. But I think I'm going to come back to it probably tomorrow, maybe off camera. So I've just finished this book, Ain't I a Woman by Bell Hooks. Been reading it for a long time. I think I mentioned it in this video already. It is Saturday today, so I'm not actually meant to be filming. I just wanted to like share my thoughts on this, honestly, because earlier in this video I mentioned that I was kind of bored about it and I was like, ugh, I have to finish this book. But it is an important book, and if you have no idea what this book is about, it is about Black women and feminism. It's like a sociological book, I guess, because I guess feminism is like a political, sociological issue mostly. Well, it covers all areas, but and I feel like sociology covers all areas as well. Like it covers politics, economics, society as a whole, and how everything kind of affects society anyway. But yeah, it is a good book. I just didn't really like, well, it was just kind of long getting through the chapter on imperialism, but everything in this book, like the way it's chaptered and everything like that, I feel like you need to go through all the chapters to fully take in everything and understand what she's trying to say and the issue that she's talking about. Overall, I loved it. Ended on a good note. I'm acting like it's a fiction book, like it ended on a great note, but it ended on a note that just tied everything together, helps you really understand the message that she's trying to portray. And it's not even that she necessarily has a message. I feel like she only puts her own opinion almost towards the like right at the end and like the last like 2 or so pages, but she's just kind of talking about Black women in feminism, which I feel like is something that we don't really hear enough, that we don't, especially from when I've grown up in school and history like that. Like every single example that was to do with the women's movement was white women, and you just never knew where Black women stood in that movement. And I feel like she just paints that picture so well in a way that we can understand the minds of Black women during that time because she takes us right from slavery to 19th century, no, 20th century. And yeah, I feel like there's just a lot of good points in here, and it's almost making me think about how women are today almost, because the thing with feminism is, I guess, the right to choose, the option to have freedom, which is freedom is just encompasses everything, like sexual liberation, economic freedom, social freedom, the right to your own voice. Like, it just, the word freedom just is everything, right? And it takes so much to almost get to that point. We're still not at that point, like, at all. But it is just nice to hear about where Black women stood up till now. And I do sometimes see TikToks, well, I've seen like 2 TikToks I think, where women are like, I know it's a joke, but they're like, you know, they'll be like complaining that women fought for the right to like work and stuff like that. But it is just important that we do have that. Again, it's freedom. It is the freedom to decide what you want to do with your life, whether that is work, whether that isn't work. And it's not, and she does talk about the fact that the women's movement focused so much on the right to vote and to work and to be like, and to kind of assimilate to white patriarchy, which I think in doing so they neglected so many other things. And it is kind of a shame that maybe they didn't have the awareness or wisdom then to kind of think about the actual issues and how to change those and how that would affect everything as a whole. And it's like interesting to think this is how we got where we are now, right now. Yeah, I love how I love how it just focuses on Black women, because we don't really see that enough. Like, even me doing a sociology degree, so much of what I learned was through like men, white men, and then like one random Black man. Wasn't really random, but one Black man, especially when it came to classical theories. And it's like refreshing to see where women stood in this whole thing. Yeah, so when we're thinking about Black women, we think about the fact that intersectionality comes into place, where it's not just an issue of their sex being women, but also their race. And she really covers that really well. I think a lot of the time as well, we kind of let Black men off the hook because of the picture of slavery that has been painted to us, particularly in the media, where we see so much happening to Black men in slavery, but we don't really think about the way slavery impacted women, Black women I should say. And it was like, even though obviously I'm not taking that away from them or anything like that, but there was a difference just between them having different sexual parts. And then because of that, there was more hatred from white women towards them as well. And it's just, it even brings up the issue of like, is this all about power? Is this like the law of power being what we are striving for, what pushes us, which we see a lot in politics anyway? Like, why is power so alluring? Why do we crave it so much? And maybe it comes down to our safety and just going right back to like biological thinking in terms of like feeling unsafe when you don't have power, which I guess that is a big issue. So yeah, it's like one big fat circle that no one likes to break. That is very difficult to break. Yeah, it's making me want to make a Goodreads. Actually, I was already thinking about making a Goodreads because I saw Kiana, can't remember her last name right now, but she has a Goodreads which is private. I think I'm gonna check it out, see if it'll be a good way to like write down my thoughts and stuff, since I'm getting back into reading. Also, a little update before I close out today, because I'm not meant to be filming today. But I actually made, well, you guys saw me make a new background for my laptop, a new autumn mood board. Yeah, I think I'll go back through it. I'll take you through it tomorrow a bit more, but I love it. I turned on my laptop today, I was like, this is so cute. Hey guys, welcome back to a new day, a new part of this video. Today I am finally going to make my Notion into a Notion. I'm finally going to create my own Notion. I just got done signing in. I just used my Google sign in, so it was very easy to get to the point. Yeah, the plan isn't to do too much today, but mostly just create the foundation so that I can build upon it, maybe make it look a bit fancy later on, just get the basis down so that I can start using it. The things I kind of want to include is definitely like a home or landing page that kind of has everything involved in it. And then I really want to do a language learning page because I'm currently trying to learn Spanish and I'm really getting into it, to be honest. I also want to include like a weekly schedule, a daily like kind of checklist vibe, like a to-do list, maybe like a travel page, like a page that kind of has maybe my bucket list for traveling wise. And then I also definitely need a content creation page because that's the main thing that I do right now, and I need somewhere to organize ideas and my thoughts and then kind of plan. Then I probably would do like a wants or wishes page, somewhere where I can maybe put some kind of inspiration, maybe include a vision board or goals, because I like to have goals because it makes me feel like I'm working towards something. And then last but not least, I think I'm going to do like a self-care page or something that kind of helps me stay in alignment. So a page that kind of highlights like positive habits. I created like I have it as part of my tarot reading options as a year ahead report, and I do one for myself as well. So I did one like at the beginning of the year, and in the report I do like a self-care page of every kind of some specific self-care advice or guidance that will help you throughout the year. So I think I'll include that in the page as well. So that's kind of the overview. Sounds like a lot, so I'm definitely going to focus on the main ones, which will be the home page, the content page, and then the scheduling, like a daily, weekly schedule page. I want this to be something chilled. I want it to be fun. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself because I've realized every single time I take things too seriously, it goes out the window. I stop doing it. Like the more relaxed I am with something, the better it turns out. So I'm gonna just kind of flow with it. So it's been a couple of days since I made the clip of me saying I'm gonna start with my Notion. It's been about 2 days since then, and I didn't realize how long it would take me to kind of get the hang of it. Obviously it's something new that I've never done before, but I kind of underestimated how much time it would take me. I think I'm slowly getting there. I'll show you guys what I've done so far, which is absolutely not a lot at all. Also because I just haven't put any information in there either. It's very plain and bare right now. I think today I need to start editing this video that I'm filming right now because it's taking me like a long time to film this video. So I need to get this edited and up for you guys. So I will update you guys in the future about how my Notion is going if that's of interest to you. And yeah, I'll just show you what I've got up to in the last 2 days, which literally has not been a lot at all. Right, so first things first, I'm not sure how well you can see this page. I'll put the brightness up. Is that better for you guys? Okay, first things first, I've been getting a lot of ideas from YouTube videos. There's loads out there if you guys are interested in starting your own Notion. So that has also been taking a lot of time, just going through videos and seeing what would be relevant to me and what's not, and trying to figure out how to do what they're doing but make it work for what I'm doing. So the main page I've been focusing on is creating this content database, which is just going to be like a massive database for everything content related. As you can see up here, I've got little pages, which is content ideas, YouTube and Instagram so far. Like I haven't even finished the pages. So on the content database page, at least, I've got projects. So I wanted a page or an area where I could just see the projects that I'm working on right now, which will be like any videos, any ideas that are maybe in the works but haven't completely been finished yet. So for example, say like an Instagram post or something like that, it might not need to go into a project just because I might just make it on the whim, or it might just flow easy enough for me not to put it into like a whole project and kind of waste my time in that way. So right now I have the project for this video, and even just creating like, guys, there's I don't know why I underestimated this, but if you guys like are interested in this but you feel like that's going to take too much time for me, definitely go and like, you can buy templates. Like, so many people have templates out there, which I probably should do, but I like to know how to do things by myself. So is it stubborn? Yes. Is it stupid? Probably. But am I still going to do it? Absolutely. So this video, I've just got some information here, which I don't actually need this one. I keep like deleting stuff and then I'm like, why did I delete that? But that one actually does need to be deleted anyway. Oh yeah, so I figured out how to make a template. So this is my current template, and this idea came from, so this creator here, this is where I got the idea to create a whole database just for content, and then also to put templates for each thing that you're making. So I've made a vlog style video template, if that makes sense. So just stuff that I need for the purpose of this video to help it flow better, because I do feel like whenever I've created videos so far, I kind of wish they had like some kind of storyline to it, or there's just a bit more structure to it. Even though when I go into editing, everything seems fine, but I just want to make sure that my video is saying something, or that it's actually making sense. It's actually relating to the title of the video, I should say, at the very least. So I got projects, and then I created a different view for the projects, which just shows when a project is in a planning phase, when they're filming, when it's ready to edit, when it's been edited, and when it's gone live. So I can just kind of drag these across when it's kind of like in different points. Just so that if anything, if I'm like, okay, what do I need to focus on now? I'm trying to make like a to-do list or something for day-to-day basis, or I'm trying to plan out a weekly calendar in a way. I can just quickly see what is the main priorities, I guess. So that's where I'm at right now. I've got my content ideas page. There was ideas in here, but I don't actually know where they've gone to. So that's a bit worrying. It's fine. They weren't very, I've got a separate like, so basically before Notion, I had this whole page of content ideas. So this whole thing is just like random ideas that I just write down whenever I have them. And I definitely don't go through it as much as I should. To be honest, I kind of just get a new idea and run with that, because I feel like ideas kind of lose their momentum once you go and get different ideas, if that makes sense. Some of those are very old, so eventually I'll probably go through that and like just either delete everything, or I don't know, clear it out and put it into here. That's the idea for that. And then we've got YouTube, which I've currently just done an upload checklist, because what kept happening, YouTube I was struggling with, because what I want to be able to do is take stuff from the main database and put them into different pages with different views. But what kept happening is like I would put one database into this YouTube page, and then it wouldn't allow me to add any further text or anything, which I don't know if that's just standard or not. So I just had to keep deleting this page. Like I think I've deleted this page like 4 times trying to figure out how to do this. Definitely more visual, so I like that the first thing I can look at when I come to a page is like something like this with pictures on it. Because if it's just writing, I'm not going to use it. I just will not be interested. So that's something I'm definitely going to keep in mind. I still need to add covers, icons, different stuff like that, but yeah. So yeah guys, that is going to be the end of this video, just because I want to start editing it today and I need to get going with that. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed coming along this little reset journey with me. I've got a lot more to, I have not fully reset, let's just say that. I'm not fully reset, so it's definitely a journey, but September isn't over. The goal is to make sure that I've got everything in order by the end of September, so that I can just concentrate, get a good routine going for the end of the year. The only thing that worries me on this kind of page is like, do I make a calendar or not? Because in the past when I've made like a content-based calendar, like maybe edit here and do this there, sometimes it works and sometimes I just don't like it. And like I said on my how to stick to a routine video, because I have like a Pisces 6th house, I just like to go with the flow. And I even asked on Twitter once, I was like, okay, anyone with like mutable energy in their 6th house or their moon in the 6th house, do they just go with the flow or do they fight against it? Everyone was just like, I just go with the flow. So I'm like, should I be doing that too? Should I just be going with the flow, or am I gonna get nowhere? Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's my head. Like I see YouTubers who post like more than once a week. They have like a full schedule and they're like proper grinding. I'm like, I don't know if I'm doing that. I feel like I'm either editing or I'm filming, and it's very hard for me to blend them both together. It's very hard for me to like know when to stop filming and when to start editing and make the time. So maybe I do need a calendar. Right, we've worked it out. Thank you guys for listening to that little rant. But that's literally just like, my brain's just like, what is the best thing for me? Because I don't want to make something and not stick to it, because that will make me more annoyed. But yeah, maybe we'll try again. We'll try again with a calendar. Like I said, I had Google Calendar, so I'll probably try and put that in there, because Google Calendar is linked to my phone. So yeah, we'll see. I'll work it out. I'll update you guys. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.